Capricorn, your card is on the floor. One moment. Okay, oh yes, oh yes. Spirit of the river. And it's been hard for you to go with the flow because quite frankly, Capricorn, the flow in the last few years has been a little bit more like the flow along the sewer than the flow along this beautiful river, hasn't it? I hear you, I get you, I have my moon, my Mars, I've got something else in Capricorn as well. Okay, movement towards adventure, but I'm going to put brackets on that, not as you know it, okay? You've probably been feeling this resurgence of something. And we all know, and we talked about it in the last reading, that it's been a bit of a shit show since 2019. That's a long time. That's, I don't know, giving me maths face, but isn't it 6 years, 7 years? Shit, say that long, cripes, okay. It feels like it's time. But you've been down the sewer, through the hedge backwards, along the shit pipe from Shawshank Redemption, spat out the other side, picked yourself up, dusted yourself off, gone back out there again, got spat back out again. It's felt like an eternal washing machine nightmare, okay? So I'm going to take, and I had to go back upstairs and get these cards for you because I thought, no, I want the Elgar Life Tarot. And then I'd forgotten them and I was like, I'm a bit of a lazy Pisces and I can't be asked to go upstairs and get them. And then I thought, no, Gemma, that's not the way you roll. You're going to go and get them because Capricorn needs them. I've been hanging out to do the reading. Let's have it. Okay, that one. Oh, I need my glasses on, actually. Fetch me readers. Right. Oof. Oh, I love that. Yes. And you sticking out so, oh, Jesus Christ. Woof. Oh. Ooh. And you. I got 5 of these shadow cards. Yes. Right, let's put those bad boys over there and have a little dig in. And then I'm going to use the Anna K Tarot. Second half of the reading, we'll look at love and relationships. So be ready for that, okay? Get yourself a cup of tea, get yourself a cup of coffee. I've had a coffee. You're welcome. Right, woof. Jesus, okay. We start off with this one. I rather like this. So it's L Page of Swords. The beginning of ideas, the beginning of communicating, the beginning of starting to pierce through the veil of nonsense that has kept you stuck for such a long time. And also, I think for some of you, quite understandably, the narrative that you've picked up over the last few years is shit happens, you know, and that's it. It's not like there's been anything to particularly counterbalance that. So the sword-bearing sister. When you get a Page of Swords card, it's like you're starting to get aha moments and insights. So just imagine Capricorn, and it's difficult, and this is like my t-shirt, right? Pretend I'm a goat, okay? I was thinking, and we've talked about this before, about the mountain goat, the farm goat, and the sea goat. And I think I'm really... Well, I think all Capricorns at different times in their life are a combination. So you're, you know, it depends what's going on. If you are really backed up against the wall, you're going to turn into the mountain goat because you have that in your back pocket. You can do that. Capricorns can graft. Graft like there's no tomorrow. You are grafters, okay? So when you need that, you can do that. But also there comes a time for reflection. There comes a time, especially when you see anything to do with water, okay, that you're in your sea goat era. And I'm also, you know me, I've got my pen ready so I can note down any notable things we need to know. So that's one of them, sea goat era, okay? And in your sea goat era, you can kind of leave the proof and the evidence and the whole Capricorniness of it behind, and you can get into the hunches, the intuition, the signs. And this came up for Gemini as well, and I would love you to let me know in the comments, okay? When you were young, you had a system, and this may only speak to a couple of you, okay? But you had a system which was like almost kind of bordering on a religious system, a spiritual system, where, and it could also be that you were bordering on or experiencing OCD about counting, about movement, about safety, and about existing in the world. Capricorns are big thinkers. You know things. I don't think you get a lot of choice about that. Another one of Biggie's hairs making it onto my lip gloss. Big as a cat, by the way, just to let you know. I think it's very difficult to have that level of thinking in a child's body and mind and perspective. So I do feel there was a system that helped you. So this can be spiritual, like can be that you had an invisible friend, okay, what we used to call an invisible friend. It could be that you had, you read certain books, fairy stories, things like that, but you had a system with it. It could be that you sort of knew things about the adults around you, but you could not express it very well, but you knew it, but you didn't know where to put that knowledge, okay? Either way, there's something here about starting to communicate what you know. Now, this may relate to now, so it may be about the adults around you now. So it may be that, it may be for some of you, and again, let me know in the comments that you're noticing, and Capricorns are very good at this, toxic patterns in the workplace. And what's going to happen now, whether it's about rewriting your history, toxic patterns in the workplace, toxic patterns in your personal relationships, friends, family, lovers, whichever way, you're starting to formulate a way forward mentally. That's your Page of Swords. Oh, hello. We've got a gull making a massive noise in the garden. Then we get this gorgeous, very wheel catcher, dream catcher-ish Wheel of Fortune. The Great Wheel. And again, I'm getting like dream catchers in bedrooms, you know, maybe this is your teenage years. Some of you, I tell you what, I'm getting really strongly for you, and you have to let me know in the comments. Some of you made friendship bracelets out of coloured braiding. I'm getting that, and I'm getting that kind of mirrored trinkets, mirrored fabric. You used to get that in kind of like old-fashioned 1980s tarot shops. I'm getting all of that. There's something here about no matter how it expressed itself, you know, you might have been a goth in your teens or whatever. No matter how it's expressed itself, you were onto something, and you need to reawaken to that something, and the universe would like you to. And the Wheel of Fortune is not like, and now everything's gonna be okay, because life's never that simple. But it is like the wheel is open to you now, if that makes sense. The wheel will see you now. It feels right. Something's gonna feel right, that you can flow with it. It may have already come to you, okay? We get the Five of Swords, and I mean, you can see it. This sort of David and Goliath kind of fight. It feels like you, and particularly this happens when you're smaller because everyone else is bigger than you. But even at the moment, and again, for some of you, this is work, you're feeling or have been feeling like you have no power in a situation, or like you're questioning your power in a situation, whether you should have power in that situation. And I think a pretty big decision is coming to you between about now and about May. So we have 2 eclipses between now and May. I'm pretty sure that's it. It's giving me a runny nose. We have the 17th of February new moon eclipse, and we have the 3rd of March full moon eclipse. So things are shifting for you. God, so itchy. Things are shifting for you. It's like tectonic plates are shifting for you, and it's opening up opportunities and also truths about your life, about yourself. It's going to help you. I was going to say it's going to be an itchy ear now. It's going to help you to know yourself, but you already kind of do. But it's going to help you believe that yourself. Like, knowing yourself is one thing, but believing yourself is another. You're going to believe yourself. So I also have a message, because I was watching someone on a different platform who was talking about nervous systems, and they said on this as well, stop trying to match your nervous system to a normal nervous system. Many of you, especially as Capricorns have quite elevated nervous systems, because you are naturally ruled by Saturn, looking out for dangers, whether it's psychological, literal. You very often do the health and safety stuff at work, but you are like health and safety in your life, okay? Now, of course, you'd use your due diligence. God, this is really important because it's giving me a very itchy ear. Use your due diligence, but also some things are there to help you choose, and your experience of coming up against something helps you to choose the right path, okay? For some of you, you may have been sleepwalking, going through the motions, staying at a job you don't even hate the job, you just don't really care about the job anymore. You don't like the job. It's not going to get you there. So this is about a big switch up, because we then get this death card. Absolutely amazing. Also, I'm going to say butterflies and moths are a thing for you. And that's good, because depending on the season where you are, if you start seeing them around, and I think you will, but it could also be in jewellery. 1 or 2 of you have a piece of jewellery with a butterfly. It's like a necklace. Very, very important to wear that, okay? If not, go and get yourself something. Doesn't have to be expensive. You can get a pebble with a butterfly painted on it, or a piece of butterfly jewellery, or a tea towel with butterflies, or a butterfly mug. Do that. Have it around you. See it often, okay? Because this is metamorphosis. The metamorphic moth. Oh yes. The death card. Scorpio energy. And then here, the lovers. The lovers. The lovers. I can't say that enough. The lovers. I like this for you. What do they call it? The alchemical heart. Oof, that looks a little bit like the alchemical tarot, which is a very expensive tarot deck. Anyway, the lovers is making a choice. It's kind of a shadow card for you. I think you're going to feel reluctant. You're not going to believe yourself. And I think that you should believe yourself. In order to believe yourself, you just need to go back to first principles that you had when you were younger. Because the thing that you thought was right, there's just been how many ever years there has been in between that's been kind of neutralising it, or telling you to not believe yourself. Believe yourself. I'm going to make a note of that. Believe yourself. Yes. Believe yourself. these two. We're going to look at love and relationships. Christ. Wow. 5 of Swords again with the 10. So the 5 doubles to the 10. You do not suffer fools gladly. Okay? So anybody in terms of friends, colleagues, relatives, lovers. Whew. You live by the sword and you die by the sword with this one. It may also be for some of you, you've got some clearing to do, some clearing out. We're talking Granny's wardrobe. We're talking airing grievances. Also for this one, 10 for me very often represents the family unit. And it's like burning the legacy, okay? Don't literally be burning anything. Don't want to be responsible for that. It's like, yeah, burning the legacy. What you've been taught about love and relationships, what you've been taught about who you are. Got the 2 of Swords and this magnificently beautiful, 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 beautiful card. I only wish the cardstock was so thin. Really annoying. As a Capricorn, you're going to get that. Like, why didn't they use a quality cardstock? So that's this kind of new moon eclipsey type card as well. Things are being decided very silently when it comes to relationships. Lots of things are below deck, all right? You can't see what's happening, but actually you're becoming who you were meant to be. Some relationships will survive that and some won't. I think you're the only one to get this card this month. The Fool. I love this for you. When you get the Fool, obviously it's the beginning of the Major Arcana. It's the beginning of the Tarot. It's, in a sense, innocence. Okay, it's I'll give this a go. I'm ready to, got no shoes on. Is there a dog in this one? There's normally a dog. No, what happened to the dog? It's a new journey. It's a new beginning. It's a new feeling. And it may not need to be like a new person in your love life or a new thing, but you are new. Okay, you're different. You're new. Nice. Then we get the 8 of Wands. And as you can see, somebody's handing somebody a missive here. If only, I mean, this just beats the whole kind of email thing, doesn't it? It's like, no, hand me a scroll. You can tie it with ribbon. You can seal it with a wax knot. Yes. Anyone writing to a Capricorn would know that a Capricorn would love that, because Capricorns and historical things. Oh, yes. So, 8 of Wands, communication. This can be a conversation. It can be something new that's coming in, that comes into you through email, through letter, through text, through conversation. Okay. Nice. Loving a bit of yellow. And there's something here about learning something new. Getting some insight, realizing something, okay? I think also believing yourself, again, more of an itchy ear. Let me take a shadow card for this. Hang on. Cat coming in, cat incoming. Oh, I wondered where you lot were. Do you ever do that where you're like, where's the cats? It's absolutely peeing down with rain and the cat flap thing's stuck. Hi, sweetie. Sorry about that, Bazza. We're doing a shadow card for Capricorn, honey. She's like, you're dead to me. Don't speak. Have you seen my fur? Towel me. Towel me. Anyway. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Goosebumps. Goosey muck, goosebumps. We get snow, which is patience and acceptance. But I'm also noticing things hanging in the tree. And I'm also getting a flashback to some of your teenage bedrooms where things were hanging either from the ceiling, or you've got like a big flag on the wall, or some kind of patterned hanging or something like this. One of you had a very heavy hanging on your wall, like sort of woven. I don't know what I'm doing getting into all your teenage bedrooms. Like, my God, George Michael posters, you know, a bit of Madonna. Anyway, I like that. So patience, acceptance, surrendering to the natural rhythm of life, strength, resilience, grounding. This is your mountain goat bit. Connection with the earth. So calling on your earthness, but also you get dreamcatcher, and dreamcatchers are huge. And maybe you had loads of these, maybe you still do. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, go and get one. Go and get one. It has something to catch for you. I love this. It just feels huge. Dream catchers and butterflies. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's like the sea goat. You got the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups doesn't always have to be a water sign. It's about the water. It's about the moon. It's about intuition. It's about lunar energy. There is something here about communication, about your love life, about starting a new cycle of truth, but also aha moments and knowledge and things that are kind of undeniably true. I like this. What do you think, Mazza? She's like, I think that, human. That's what I think. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Gosh, how many cards do we want? Wow. Whew. Okay, let's start with this one. High Priestess. This is what it means to be a sea goat. You drink and you know things, okay? Even if it's just water. You know things, you are things. It's the weird stuff. All the things that you dabbled in when you were younger are true. All the things that you feel intuitively about your relationships are true. The things that I don't get much suspicion here. You know, I'm not getting cards where you really suspect somebody of something. I'm more getting cards where you come into alignment with your own truth. It's a very powerful position to be in. It's also how others see you. Queen of Cups, High Priestess. But be careful, because we get the Seven of Cups, and we get the Seven of Cups because it's important not to let this energy go too far so that you're absolutely, you know, like 24/7. Well, I mean, even that isn't so bad, but so that you go off into fantasy rather than intuition, okay? Something that Capricorn is always quite terrified about anyway. Then we have the Nine of Cups. What does your heart desire? And the universe is deeply asking you this question, imploring you to answer it honestly for yourself. And the Ten of Cups. This is so nice. Happiness and joy. Just one moment. Hazza, we've had this combo. You're not allowed in the tarot box, because that's where the cards live, sweet pants. Catch me outside, she says. How about that? Ten of Cups, Mars in Pisces, love, joy, radiance, happiness. Okay, I love this. I love the fact that it's a Ten of Cups with just, and you're like, yeah, just me in it, Gemma, just me in it. The important point with this is that your happiness is everything and the rest will follow. Very important channeled message. In the extended love reading, I'm going to do you and your person. Could be your ex, could be your present person, could be a future person, side by side, okay? Love reading. And I'm also going to do any of the shadow work in between as to what might be in the way, holding you back, or things that we need to know that are below the surface. There'll be a deck for you, a deck for your person, and a bridge down the middle. What brings us together, what pushes us apart. I know. So I'm going to go and do that now, and the link is below in the description box. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.